Hey you guys, it's Tanel, the beautiful Barganisa, and thanks for tuning in today. On today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this DIY patio couch. Now, when I first started to revamp my patio, I knew I wanted to have a sofa. Unfortunately, sofas are really expensive, ranging from $500 and up. So I'm going to show you how I created my own DIY sofa plus all of the details. Now, of course, the first thing you want to do is to get yourself some pallets. This was the most difficult task in this project because I want to bring you guys affordable ways to recreate this. So my thought process was go and ask my local grocery stores and hardware stores to give me pallets. Unfortunately, this day and age, most of the stores return their pallets back to their vendors. So I found a pallet company that sells used and new. So I purchased 6 used ones, about $4 to $6 each. And then I found 3 pallets in the dumpster, and I received 3 pallets from my parents, and they all range in different size. Okay, after I gathered all of my pallets and I matched them up as best as I could to shape and size, I was going to start painting them. And I wanted the sofa to be black, a matte black, so I went ahead and picked up the materials, and this is what I'm going to be using: a bucket and a screen. I picked up Behr's masonry and stucco paint. Any exterior paint will do. This is in Black Magic, I believe, and a drop cloth, and I was just going to go ahead and brush and roll the pallets. So first up I was going to do, as you can see, I had already began to put the first coat on. That's what you saw in the previous. So right now I am just going on with the second coat, and to begin the process I am taking the thinner base and brushing it, and then once I do that I'm going to roll the larger pieces with the roller. And you guys, this is really tedious, and so in the next clip, just wait a second, listen to this.
So you wanna go get my paint? You can do all of that shit in one burst. I'm going to the store and get my paint. What's that shit? You can get all of it, get the base and everything.
That don't matter. That's why I was doing it this way, because it's gonna be stacked up.
Yeah, but it's gonna look like
You can't see in there once everything is stacked up.
So as you heard, I was just working my little self to death, and my husband came out there and was like, why are you doing that? We own a sprayer, just go get more spray paint and we can spray the thing. And as you can see, that's what we did, and thank God he suggested, because it was way easier and simple and faster to do it this way. So we went ahead and laid the base down how we was going to construct it. These are the backs of the pallets, and then I also spray painted one more because I was going to create a bar, and then while we was at it, we spray painted the bricks that went around the fireplace. Now this is the first coat of paint, and we're just letting it dry, and we set up the back of the couch or the sofa to also spray it while it's up. So now I am applying the second coat and just going it really easy. Spraying is really easy. So if you don't have a sprayer, most of your Home Depots and Menards, you can rent it. It doesn't have to be this heavy duty one. You can get the real affordable one for like under $100. This one we have is like $500-$600, but we do own a paint company, so it was an investment for us. So I'm going to allow this to dry, and the next step will be to construct it all together. And we had the assistance of our neighbor. Check this out.
Right down there, it don't matter if it's sticking out from the other side. Nobody touch it. You gonna put a hole in the top? So put, no, he said on the side. And then we'll just make 1, 2, and then we're gonna turn it up on the side, put it up there, climb it.
Okay, so now the fellas are going to work. Ladies, you can really do this yourself. It's really simple. They are using a power drill and or a power screwdriver and some nails, and you just want to make sure that the nails are long enough to go through the depth of the pallets. I will have it listed down below what screws we use to screw it together and what power drill we use, but they are just simply screwing the two bottom pieces together, and then once they finish with that, they are going to add the third piece. And because we spray painted before, we know which way it goes because some areas are missed, so you want to make sure that that is aligned first while you're adding the pallets back on. And they're just going to simply do the same thing that you did to the bottom two to the third layer. So the third top layer will get screwed down to the bottom layer. And Nella's out here being nosy and watching and supervising per usual. Okay, so once the base is secure, you're going to grab the back pieces of the couch, the back pallet, and do the same thing. You're going to make sure that the screw is long enough to go through the back pallet and the pallets that are laid together. We are using, I cannot remember the name of this tool, but like I said, I will link it down below. But this tool is simply pressing together the wood and making sure that it's held together tightly and allow them to screw the nails in. So you'll see how it works. Just simply squeezing the tool together and then going in and screwing in the nails. Okay, so once that is finished, they are going to flip it over to make sure that they put screws down at the bottom of the base where the back of the couch is. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, but you can visually see it, just the base, so to make sure that the back is secured to all three of the pallets that use as the base. And then once that is completed, you're going to do the same thing to the other side. A total of 4 pallets on each side. You can totally keep these separated, or you can do them together, screw them together so it can be one big couch. Okay, so while they are finished working on the second side of the couch, I came in to work on the cushion for the couch, and this is the materials that I use. What I purchased to use, I'm not going to use all of them, but I got Velcro, scissors, some straight pins, some fabric glue, and an extra piece of fabric. Now, like I mentioned, everything that I use will be linked down below. I purchased this foam off of Amazon and the fabric off of Amazon. And I want to mention that this is waterproof fabric. This is particularly made for outdoor. So what I'm doing is just lining it up, and as you guys notice that it wasn't enough fabric, so it leaves a gap at the back of it, which I'm not going to stress about. I brought the extra fabric from Walmart just in case if I want to cover it, but I end up changing my mind. So what I'm simply doing is just pinning down the fabric to how I want it to place and how I want it to lay before I add the fabric glue and the Velcro. So really quick, once you get to the end of the cushion, you want to fold it. What I did as I folded it over like you're wrapping a gift. So this minimized the space that was not covered. And then I'm going to go ahead and pin it down as well, just so I can visualize if it's going to work or not. And like I said, I liked how it looks regardless of the space in between. So then I'm going to go into the next step. So this is what it looks like. This is the space that I'm talking about that it left, and I just simply pin it together. If you choose to, you can go ahead and add that other piece of fabric, but this is the bottom part, so it's not going to be exposed to the weather. So then I'm going in with this Fabric Fusion. I got this from Walmart. It was 3 tubes and it worked really, really well. So wherever the pins are, I'm just simply removing the pins and I'm adding the Fabric Fusion, or you can get some fabric glue or some E3000 or the E5000 or E500. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I'm just simply adding the glue to the fabric into the foam cushion and making sure that I'm pressing it down and keep it moving. And surprisingly, it worked very, very well. The fabric did not lift up throughout the whole summer. Okay, now that it's done, as you can see, it is not lifting up. I am pulling and tugging just to make sure, but I did leave the pins in there just for extra security. Now it's on to the Velcro, and I'm using the Velcro specifically on the end pieces where I am flipping the fabric over. And the way the Velcro is worked, it is double-sided tape for both Velcro sides. So I'm placing it where I want it to be on the fabric, and then I'm going to pull tight and measure up to where I want the other piece of Velcro to go. And that's simply it. Just going to Velcro both sides, apply the Velcro, and then stick them together. Okay, you guys, so you saw me put this thing together, and I just want to come on here real quick and let you guys know it was trial and error. I got it to look the best way that I looked. The dimensions did not cover the entire cushion, but pretty much I just wrapped it as the gift. You know how you see people who wrap gifts and they're not they're good at it, and they leave that space in between because they didn't have enough paper. But so this is what the bottom looks like. So this is what the bottom looks like, and it's okay for me because this is not going to be seen at all whatsoever. I did use Velcro right here just to keep it taut and tight. And that can be removed, and the glue can easily be removed, and I left the pins in just so it can keep the glue, the fabric where it's at while it's drying. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, you guys, so this is the big reveal. I am absolutely in love with my DIY patio couch. It came out really, really nice. I am in love with it. Super affordable, super easy, and you guys can do it at your home. But let's get into these details. The pallets were painted matte black, and as you saw me make the cushion. For the back of the cushions for the seating, I repurposed some cushions from a couch that we were throwing out. This is what the back of the pallet is used. You can always add greenery to the back of it. These are the cushions that I was mentioning. The orange pillows are also from another sofa that I was planning on getting rid of. So it just added a pop of color, which I love, because I was thinking with black and cream, but the orange just made sense to me. Particularly because I found this center pillow, this lumbar pillow right here. They had a little pop of color, and then my light bulb went off and said, hey, I have pillows at home that goes like this. And then the other accent pillows I found off of Amazon, they were inserts. The inserts and the covers are separate. So you guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you decide to DIY, please make sure you tag me and let me see what your couches look like. Till next time, bye.